Hello and welcome to today's LOL Esports Round Up. We're going to cover the news of the last couple days. We were just waiting until there was a few teams to talk about. I didn't want to only talk about EDG. So we have EDG, T1, and FlyQuest as things start becoming official, as well as the Dimash Cup going on. I don't know why I took a deep breath there, but EDG roster is pretty much set in stone. They've moved on from Scout. They've allowed Flandre to leave. We'll get into that. They have signed a couple mid laners, and I think the direction of their team is pretty clear. And I think Scout might not have really been on board with the decision, which is why they didn't keep him. So, Ale joins in top lane from LNG. 188 KDA, 827 CS per minute, 54.2 KP, 22.2 kill share, 22.9 gold share. 8 champions in 20 games, 21 years old. These occurred at LPL Summer Playoffs. Definitely died a lot. We're looking at under 2 KDA. That's bad. 827 CS per minute on average. He's pretty good in top lane. He does int from time to time and try and solo carry games when he really, I don't think, has it in him. But a solid player. I will say this is very puzzling when you have solo kill behind him. In EDG Youth, solo kill is literally wasting away. The guy is in contract prison, free solo kill. Now, in mid lane, they have went with Fofo to replace Scout, but there's a caveat there which we'll get into. So Fofo, 328 KDA, 81 CS per minute, 72.3 KP, 14.1 kill share, which I said a couple days ago was very low. 21 gold share, 8 champions, 15 games in summer. He split time with Icon with BLG as that tire fire went on. He's 23 years old. Fofo is not Scout. That is clear as day. No one needs to, explain that. But the caveat to this is they have called up Fisher. So Fisher is somebody they signed who played with Live Sandbox in Challenger Korea last split. He's only 18 years old. Very, very raw. 362 KDA, 864 CS per minute, 66.7 KP, 26.3 kill share, 22.5 gold share, 8 champions, 25 games, and as I said, 18 years old. So, because Leaguepedia has been pretty good about telling me, well, not me specifically, but anybody, that which players are like call-ups for the Demacia Cup and which ones aren't, Fisher is not considered that. Like, Fisher was called up to play. Which makes me think that Fofo is there in case Fisher needs, if they've got to go back and forth, if it becomes too much, if they don't want to overload Fisher, Fofo is there. Where Scout may not have wanted to, Scout might want to be an everyday player. He does not want to be at that point in his career where he's splitting time. So there is that. I think that is a massive thing that people need to be thinking about. Because this kid looks like he's got decent numbers. And above 8.5 KDA earned him a call-up at 18 years old is very, very good. 66.7 KP. We see players with worse farm that get into less fights. 2 out of every 3 kills he's involved in. So that's pretty good. And Fofo's been around the block. So it's not like it's a bad player to learn a few things from. Fofo's obviously not Scout, but as far as mentorship is concerned, maybe Fofo has more to offer than Scout does. Maybe Scout is not, personality-wise, it's not a thing that Scout really does. So definitely something to think about as we try and figure out what EDG is going to do. Leave, who alongside Fisher has been called up from Academy, is expected to be the ADC. Leave, 451 KDA, 942 CS per minute, 66.4 KP, 34.8 kill share, which is definitely a carry kill share. 25.2 gold share, that is carry gold share. 7 champions, 18 games. He's 20 years old. This occurred at Asia Stars Challenge. This is when the top LPL, LCK, PCS, VCS, LJL teams, I don't know if anyone else was there. The top academy teams, youth teams were there, and Leave and EDG did great. Definitely his CS per minute got hurt by 4 Nyla games. He went 3-1, which is good, but he had like an 8.5 KDA, which killed his, not KDA, 8.5 KDA would be pretty damn cracked, wouldn't it? 8.5 CS per minute, which killed that. So that's why it's 942, 66 KP, pretty high. But he gets a lot of kills. And gets a lot of gold. So we'll see how this goes. Being alongside Mako is definitely good for him. I know that some probably expected Xiaomu to come up, but he is or Xiaomu, he's not up. So right now Mako got extended, so he's the support. And lastly, Flandre, because Ale is here, Flandre is allowed to seek to go elsewhere. Poor guy, there's not many spots left. 345 KDA, 814 CS per minute, 47.9 KP. That is very, very low. 16 kills share, 21 2-goal share, 7 champions in 11 games, 24 years old. These are Worlds numbers, so he did good at Worlds. Did he do great? No. Did he help the team really win and carry? Absolutely not. In less than half a fight, so his CS per minute better be where it is. Because if you're not getting into half of fights and you aren't farming, you're literally doing nothing, in my opinion. So, yeah, he is looking for a job very late in free agency. Unfortunately, at 24 years old, there are definitely teams that might take him that aren't, great. I'm thinking of Thunder Talk with Hoya and top lane. Could do worse. T1 has went with Becker as the GM, so this was kind of difficult. Becker does not have a Leaguepedia page, despite being the GM of Sandbox. I have no idea when he began being the GM of Sandbox. I just know that he was fired or left the team this past offseason from Sandbox. So because I don't know when he got there, I'm going to credit him with the entire record of Sandbox in its existence. It's a thing. 71 and 73, and he is T1's GM now. So definitely a weird move. This past year, Sandbox definitely did well, but he never was able to get the team over the hump into an international event. FlyQuest has went with Song as their coach. This is the 2022 DRX coach. So this is a guy that has played before, has been to Worlds before as a player and as a coach. Coached in North America before. His record is definitely interesting. 115 and 127, if I got my numbers right. This is regular season. Excuse me. 2 times he's been to Worlds as a coach. Obviously, like I said, he won this past year and went once before, I think in 2017 with Immortals or Echo Fox. Yeah, so he's got a great team. FlyQuest is a great, great team. It's definitely looking good. Prince and Vikla and Impact. So, there's a lot of Korean influence with this team, so a Korean coach makes sense. He's set up to do well. But record, 115 and 127. Overall, he has not done that well in regular season. Even you think about this past summer, he went 9-9 with DRX. Go on a run, get out of playoff, get to Worlds, and then go on a run and won Worlds as a play-in team. Not taking that away from him, you are literally a world champion head coach. You deserve all the credit in the world, but your record is also 115 and 127, so we have to take that as well. So let's see what happens with FlyQuest, T1, and EDG. If you missed it, I uploaded a video about my I uploaded my LEC tier list video if you want to watch it. So thank you for watching. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube member. And like I said, thank you for watching.